All right, now we're into eighth note ties. Okay, so the way these work, we have our on the beat ones, we rest and play on the and, then we have our off the beat ones, which is where the rest is on the and, so it's kind of like a short quarter note. Okay, these ones here are on the beat rest. So we rest on the beat and then play on the and. These ones down here are off the beat rests. Okay, so you would play on 2 and then rest on the and. Again, it's just like a short quarter note. Okay, let's review our subdivision. So, if we have 2 eighth notes, like so, the first one is on the beat. Let's say it's beat 1. And the second one would be on the and of the beat. Okay, again, the beat is split into 2, 1, and the and. Now, our on the beat rest is when we're going to rest on the first one. And this is the more important one to learn, because again, the other one is just like a short quarter note. So imagine we rest on this first one and then play on the and. Rest and. Okay? The second one, off the beat rests. If we had 2 eighth notes, we'd rest on the and of the beat instead of resting on 1. Okay, so the way these work, you make a little dot and then draw like kind of a 7 coming off of it. How you make an eighth note rest, they look like this. And then we'd have our eighth note right here. Again, the solo eighth note has a stem and a flag. It can go up or down depending upon where it is on the staff. You don't have to be super precise, just put one little curve. This is what they actually look like. It kind of connects. This is what it actually looks like. I have poor penmanship. So, the way we say this is instead of TT is going to be and say that to yourself. I just really want you to feel the beat. T, T, T. That we're coming off of that beat because it's not going to be in time if you don't feel the beat. So T, and then these ones where it's off the beat will be T, T. Okay? So let's go ahead and start our metronome at 70 and do this. Now this first one, these two measures are exactly the same, except we're going to rest here on this one. And same with here. We're going to rest on the beat here. So we're resting on the beat and we're playing on the and of the beat. Let's say it first. Ready, go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ta. Okay? Now, what we really want to strive for on this one, I'm saying the ums out loud, but try to just feel it and say it in your head from now on. Okay, let's clap it and count it. We are still going to count the 2. Okay, but let's do it in our heads. So like 1 and 3, 4. So I counted the 2 in my head. Here we go. You can count it out loud if you want, whichever you prefer. Ready? And clapping and counting, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I counted this one out loud. Whichever way you want to do it is fine. All right, let's play it. I'm going to sing it with you first time. 1, 2, ready, go. Da, 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 da. And I didn't mention this, but this is a great spot to take a breath. So like da, 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 da. Okay, great spot to sneak a little breath in there, a little catch breath. All right, let's have you play it by yourself. And ready, go. Okay, again, rewind it. Try it again if you missed it. Hopefully you did well. All right, we're still on the beat rest. Okay, so still T's. Let's say it. 7B. Ready, go. T, T, ta, ta, ta. T, ta, 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 ta. T, ta, ta, T, ta, ta. Clapping and counting. Ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1 and 3, 4. Now we're gonna play it together. I'll sing it. Ready, go. Start again. And ready, go. Da 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 da. Your turn to do it by yourself. Ready, go. Okay, 7C, same thing. Let's try it. Saying it. Ready, speak. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ta, ti, 2, off. Okay, and now let's clap it and count it. Ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, off. Make sure you hold this all the way to the bar line. Okay? Now, we're going to switch it up to eighth note rest off the beat. T. Again, this is just like a short quarter note. Say it, go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ta. Okay? Clap it and count it. Ready? You don't have to count this and on these, by the way. But make sure this is short. I mean, it's going to be a clap, so when you play it, make sure this is short. It's almost like staccato. So this eighth note rest is about the same thing, not quite, but for our purposes right now, as putting a dot above or below the note. This means staccato, and it means the note is spaced. So there's a little short space after it. So da. Okay, instead of holding it da for the full value. All right, here we go. Clapping and counting, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now let's do it. Ready? Playing. I'll sing it with you. 1, 2, and you'll hear me do this short. Ready? Go. 1, da 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 da. You hear how these are shorter? And by the way, great place to sneak a breath. Okay, let's do 7E. 1, 2. Again, these are all off the beat. It looks confusing, but these are just like short quarter notes. Ready? Speak it and go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, tu, ti, ta, ta, ti, 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 ta, hu. Okay, so I messed this one up a little bit because I was thinking about this. Sometimes they are beamed like this, and again, those would be ones that are past that halfway mark of 4/4. Okay, between beats 2 and 3, you don't beam, but between 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, you can beam, and so sometimes they'll be beamed like this instead of just by themselves. But you can see they have the eighth note rest in between them. Okay, let's clap it and count it. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, you don't have to count these ands. Just be aware that they're there, and that's where you're resting or taking your breath. Okay. Now I'm going to sing it with you. Your turn to play it on whatever note you like. 2, ready, go. Da, 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 da. All right, your turn. Ready, go. Good. Again, rewind it if you need to. All right, here's 7 test. So this is a mixture of on and off the beat rests, and you're going to play it on a concert A flat. Okay, so now we have to identify, is it an on the beat rest or an off the beat rest? And here's how you do it. So basically, we're just going to look at, we know this quarter note. So first off, we're in common time. We have 4 beats, so we're going to get to 4 beats and hit our bar line, always. We're going to look, this quarter note lasts all of beat 1. So beat 1 is completely done, which means we're moving on to beat 2. Well, the next thing's a rest. So this rest is on beat 2. So that's an on the beat rest. An umti, so 2 and. So we'll play on the and then 3, 4. Okay? Again, this is 1 beat. Okay, just split down the middle, subdivided. 2 and 3, 4. Okay, let's look at this one. 1, that takes all of beat 1, so that means we're on to beat 2. 2, this is a quarter note, it takes up all of beat 2, which means that this starts on the beat, beat 3. Which means that this, and this is only half a beat, so the other half of the beat, the and of the beat, is resting. Okay, so we rest on the and of 3, excuse me. And then that's all of beat 3, which means we're on beat 4, and we hit our bar line. Okay, so this would be ta, ti, ta, 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 ti, ta. This is an off the beat rest, short like a short quarter note, and this is an on the beat rest, so we're playing on the and. Okay, you can do the rest of these. Now let's compose. We're in 3/4 time. Use at least 1 eighth note rest in each measure. Okay? So, quick word of warning. If you're using these up here, down here, they're not going to work. These are all in 4. This is in 3. Okay, so we can use the ideas from this, but we got to make sure that we would drop a beat from these. Okay, because this only has 3 beats in a measure, these have 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and start out with a quarter note. That takes up all of beat 1, and then I'm going to do a rest on beat 2, followed by an eighth note. Okay? Only use a combination of an eighth note and an eighth note rest, or an eighth note rest and an eighth note for these. Okay? Otherwise, it's going to get a little too complicated for what you know right now. So don't do anything like this. That's too much for you. So 1, 2, and we're resting on 2. And then we have 1 more beat left. Let's do this on beat 3. And we're feeling fancy. Let's do a tie right here to another quarter note. And then, so this takes up all of 3. This takes up all of 1. I'm going to put an eighth note and an eighth note rest in this measure, which means that since this takes up all of beat 1, this is on 2. And then this is on the and of 2. So we're resting on the and of 2. This is an offbeat rest, again, like a short quarter note. And let's put a quarter note right here. That's for beat 3. Boom, 3 beats, bar line. Okay, again, only 3 beats in a measure. Okay, for the last 2, let's do a half note, like that. And remember, we can do the stems in any direction. When they come up, they come out of the right. When they come down, they come out of the left side. And since we have to do 1 eighth note rest in each measure, let's do one right here, and let's make it an on the beat rest. So this is 1, 2, that's all beats 1 and 2, which means we're on beat 3, resting on beat 3, and we got to put an eighth note right here for the and of 3. Is that 3 beats? 1, 2, and then these two together are 1 beat? Yes, it is. Okay, and let's have some fun in this measure. And 2, and, so 1 and, we're resting. These are off on the beat rests. 2 and then let's do an eighth note right here, and then an eighth note rest. So this will be an off the beat rest, so it's like a short quarter note. This will go t, 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 rest, and 3, and. Okay? So there's our composition. You do yours and make it different from mine. Okay, ear training. Let's go through this. Now, you can see this one's a little different. I have everything written in. So we have 1 blank beat in each measure. Okay? In this one, it's beat 3. In this one, it's 2. In this one, it's 3 again. And in this one, it's beat 1. Now, your goal is to fill in this missing beat with what you hear. And it's going to either be an eighth note and an eighth note rest, like a short quarter note, or an eighth note rest and an eighth note. T or t. 1 and or 1 and. Okay? So those are our options. All right. Let's do, I will do the whole thing once, and then I will go in to each measure, and I'll do each measure twice, and then the whole thing once at the end. Okay? So let me write it out really quick for myself. Okay, here it comes. Ready? And here we go. Okay, that's the whole thing. Let's do each individual measure, and again, we're just deciding, is it this one or is it this one? And then fill it in correspondingly. Okay, here we go. First measure, it's going to do it twice. Here it comes again. And you can rewind it. Okay, here's the second measure. Ready, go. Here's the second measure again. And you can see me doing a phantom hit, right? That kind of stuff. That wasn't the second measure, but I do that fake hit sometimes because that's what we teach the percussionists to do. They'll fake hit with the stick, or phantom hit, and then hit on the and. I'll do measure 2 one last time. Here we go. Okay, here's measure 3. Ready, go. Measure 3 again. And measure 4. Ready, go. Measure 4. Ready, go. Now hopefully you have it. Okay, so you can just follow along with me when I do this one last time and double check. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, and that's level 7.